Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome into the ring the WBO Intercontinental Lightweight Champion from Dagenham, Kevin Mitchell.
Down the river, scream till they hear ya, and I'm still standing proud, even as every town has fallen down to its knees. Right from the time when I was born in '89, I lived in a serious house, stepped down the line. Much money, but we got on just fine. And knocked down ginger is what we played, just to pass the time. At the school dinners, we had something called to the leader. You guess as good as mine, I don't want it is either. And I can remember an explosion going for the wall one day. I was scared, and that's when Mum used to say, she went up and told me, don't be afraid. She went up and said, she said, I. And all through the night time, see me with the lights.
Frank Warren, in association with FrankWarren.tv, sponsored by Queensbury Boxing, is proud to present 12 3-minute rounds for the WBO Intercontinental Lightweight Championship, live and exclusive here on Sky Sports HD. Your officials are appointed by the World Boxing Organisation and the British Boxing Board of Control, and your 3 scoring judges at ringside are Mr. Ian John Lewis of Gillingham, Kent. From the Basque Country, Mr. Manuel Marichala and Mr. Dave Paris of Leeds. Your WBO supervisor is Mr. Eduardo Cicali of San Marino, and your British Boxing Board of Control steward in charge is Mr. Phil Lundgren of London. When the action begins, your referee in charge is Mr. Richie Davies of All Hallows, Kent, and your timekeeper at the bell is Mr. Peter McCann. And now to introduce the contestants. Firstly, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white, black and blue shorts, weighing in 9 stone, 9 pounds. He comes to us with a record of 27 wins from 34 contests, with 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Vitoria, Spain, the challenger for the title, Ignacio Mendoza. And across the ring is the champion, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the blue and gold shorts, weighing in 9 stone, 9 pounds. He brings with him an unbeaten 30-fight record with 22 knockouts, and tonight makes the first defence of his title. Please welcome from Dagenham, England, the former British and Commonwealth Super Featherweight Champion and the reigning and defending WBO Intercontinental Lightweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Mitchell. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Okay, fellas, you've both had your instructions in the dressing room. You know what I expect. Behave yourselves, do as you're told, and above all, defend yourselves at all times. Shake hands.
12 3-minute rounds for the WBO Intercontinental Lightweight Championship.
Seconds out, first round.
Kevin Mitchell is 2 months after his career best win against Bradis Prescott, takes on another Colombian, Ignacio Mendoza, in a marking time fight, but it could be a dangerous one. He's eyeing a full WBO world title shot in the summer Manuel Marquez vacates, Michael Katsidis could be the man in the opposite corner, but he has to win this one this evening against a pretty decent opponent who gave John Murray all he could handle a few years back. Kevin Mitchell, having boxed so well against Prescott, he can't afford to get sloppy this evening. Could be 12 dangerous rounds for him. I'm delighted to say I'm joined ringside by Colin Hart. Good evening, Colin.
Yeah, good evening. Mitchell, as cockney as jelly deals, although he comes from outside the sound of bow bells. Real chirpy character, excellent boxer, and it's going to be interesting to see how he handles this fella, because against Breeders Prescott, he was absolutely brilliant. He didn't get the media coverage he deserved, because that was the night Amir Khan disposed of that boy Salita in a matter of seconds. But he's now joined up with Jimmy Tibbs, and Jimmy Tibbs, a really experienced trainer, has already worked wonders in a short space of time with Mitchell. Mitchell likes to tear up, but at least Tibbs has sort of bombarded him with the idea that concentrate on your defence first and then the rest will follow. And he boxed to the absolute lesser against Prescott and won virtually every round.
Well, he did. Jimmy Tibbs has installed a sense of discipline in Kevin Mitchell. That discipline was more than evident against Breeders Prescott. You have to do the same though against Mendoza. The first look at the Colombian, who boxes out of Spain in this first round, and he looks a bit compact. Looks as if he knows what he's doing, doesn't he, Colin?
Yeah, got a sad face, and he never seems to change that sad expression. But I'm sure he's come up from a very tough background, and guys have come up from tough backgrounds, and he's got 18 KOs on his record. He must command the utmost respect.
He looks in good nick as well, doesn't he?
Yep, he's obviously not come here to make up the numbers. He's come here to win the title and put a dent into that unbeaten record that Mitchell has carried for about, what, 6 years now?
Yeah, 30 fights. Unbeaten Kevin Mitchell, former British super featherweight champion, former Commonwealth super featherweight champion as well. For a long time, it looks as if he'd got a world title shot at super feather. He's moved up to 135 pounds. He looks more comfortable there. So it was a real struggle for him to get down to 9 stone 4.
Okay, nothing much happened in that round, so I suppose, I don't, as you know, score even round, because most people will score that round even from the fact that nothing very much happened. But again, 12 rounds is a long way, and Mitchell was obviously having a look at Mendoza. He's a bit of an unknown quantity.
Try to hit you with a right hand.
Against John Murray.
That's what you've got to be careful of, right?
That's for the WBC
double your jab,
youth
double your jabber, one
title.
jab,
That
double
was a
jab.
few years ago.
Then 1-2.
Murray won
There's a
that
nice left hook round the body.
on a technical
Concentration
decision.
all the time.
So
Gum
Murray,
shot.
who
Lovely work.
got
Lovely.
facial damage, and
You do slip with that right
in
hand.
fact was stopped in the 8th round, I think, but Murray was ahead on the scorecard.
Come back with a counter yourself. Chin down with your boxing.
Mendoza still feels a little bit aggrieved about that. In many countries around the world, he would have won the fight. Form in his last few fights. He was stopped by a bit of a journeyman over in Spain, but then avenged that defeat with a stoppage win of his own.
Mitchell's stepping up the pace a bit now.
He had a look in that first round, didn't he?
Yeah, quite rightly so. Obviously, he felt that if Mendoza's got much power and now beginning to get his shots on target. Mitchell jabbing, following up with a right cross.
I don't think Mendoza doesn't carry as big a threat as Prescott in terms of KO power. He does look a better boxer. Prescott was quite crude, wasn't he?
Oh,
no, it's down Mendoza from a
beautiful right
left hand
hand.
that finished it. It was the right that started it. I think Mendoza's getting up from this.
No, he's not.
All over, and Mendoza doesn't know where he is. Second round win for Kevin Mitchell.
I thought it was the right hand that did it, but I could be wrong. It happened so quickly in a flash.
It was a flurry of punches, wasn't it? And Mendoza was suddenly on the canvas.
And he's in trouble too. I see the doctors calling in the paramedics, I think.
It looked as if he didn't know where he was when he went down. He did. I think he's conscious.
Well, the paramedics
are sitting up now as well. Cracking victory for Kevin Mitchell.
I mean, it happened so quickly. Although he's right in front of us, I wasn't sure whether it was the right or left. I thought it was a right hand that did the real damage. He may have followed it up with the left, but it was a beautiful shot. He's grinning now, Mendoza.
He wasn't grinning a moment ago.
No, he's fast asleep.
He's sat in his corner as Kevin Mitchell milks the applause of the crowd. Hopefully we're going to have a look at the knockdown before we get
I want
the result.
I want to be.
Here we go.
Right hand.
Yeah, right hand.
Followed by left. Oh, my eyesight's not that bad yet. Beautiful right hand. It lifted him off his feet. Look.
That was a cracker, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it was a following left. He didn't need the left. The right hand had done the damage. The last time I saw a fighter come off his feet like that, believe it or not, was Joe Frazier in Kingston.
Against George Foreman.
When George Foreman then lifted him off his feet, I think, in that second round.
Must have been nearly 40 years ago, Paul.
Well, my memory is still there as well, you know. I shall never forget it.
It was a left caught him in the neck as well.
It was a beautiful right hand shot. It's timing as much as power, you know. It's and I don't think anybody expected him to knock out Mendoza like that.
No, we thought that Mitchell would get some hard rounds this evening. And Mendoza, he looked very composed, didn't he, Mendoza, in the first?
Yeah. And Frank Warren said to us as the fighters were coming in the ring, he said he's got a tough one tonight. Just shows you, doesn't it, how in this business, of boxing business, in a split second, everything can be turned upside down.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute, 24 seconds of round 2, the fight has been stopped. The winner by countout, and still the WBO Intercontinental Lightweight Champion in the blue corner from Dagenham, Kevin Mitchell.